This is just my logic, and some people like it and some people won't. But if I'm being honest, from what I see, some people have absolutely no business within sneaker YouTube. What's up, everybody? It's your girl TJ here, back with Talks with TJ, aka TJ2 Swoosh Change. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this video. If you're a sub, you already know I appreciate you always and try to engage with you in the comment section. If this is your first time running across my video, if you like it, go ahead and subscribe. And for once, also hit that notification bell. That way you can know every time I drop videos. I definitely try to drop them on the regular for you. I love engaging in the comments, so please be sure to comment below any of your thoughts on this video and any other video that you may happen to watch of mine, and hit the like button if you like it. If you don't, you know what, can't please everybody, so I promise I will not be offended. I just want to dive, I don't want this to be a long video, I just want to dive into this topic a little bit. Now, I've discussed this with other sneaker YouTubers, so this isn't something that just blatantly popped up out of the blue. He got kicks. He did a short live. He went live for a little bit, and him and I were just actually discussing all the time about how, you know, he's like, hey, sometimes, you know, you just gotta fall back when you are buying so many kicks, because when you're immersed in the sneaker world and then you're really immersed within sneaker YouTube, I think there's this stigma. It's just kind of like inherent that people believe once you start a sneaker YouTube channel, you're automatically about to burn through cash like no other, because you are trying to grow your channel. You're really trying to establish, you know, your presence within the sneaker community on YouTube, which means that you're doing a lot of vlogs, you're doing a lot of pickups, maybe more pickups than, you know, you ever intended to. And maybe if you're buying a release a week, let's just say you're buying a release a week, and I'll even keep it on the conservative side, that's $150 a week. So think about it, in 2 weeks you spend $300. If you're looking at the whole month, you spend $600. But let's be real, with the going rate of sneakers these days at about $190, we're looking at least like $200 with tax. I mean, you're dropping about $800 a month minimum. I know quite a few people that I see on this platform, they may buy, you know, 2 shoes a week. So you have people paying, you know, a sizable rent of $1,600 a month in sneakers. And for those just starting out, I know it can be daunting, and you think, I have to drop all of this cash, I have to have this influx of cash to spend on sneakers to be able to grow and develop myself into where I want to be. I just don't see it that way. 100%, this is just coming from me personally. I don't see it that way. I think that is a mentality, and unfortunately, if you are going broke because you started sneaker YouTube, I just don't think this is a place for you to be. Just simply speaking, why is my hair in my mouth? Just simply speaking, from a personal financial standpoint, I'm gonna dive into that. So, have you ever seen the TV shows they would do, kind of doing expose on lottery winners, right? They were broke and maybe just in the tank financially in life, and a lot of things can happen to us. You can lose a job, you can have a medical, you know, condition that really just tanks you with medical bills over the years, and maybe they were just down and out, they played the lottery, so they went from maybe having $5 in their pocket to now they could have 5 million, 50 million, it just really depends. But you check in with those people 5 years later, and they're just as broke as they were before they won the lottery. That's a mentality. That has nothing to do with the amount of money they have. Whether I give you $5 or you have $500,000, how you think about spending, how you think about allocating that money, that's a mentality. There are some people where you could send 2 different individuals into a store 100% with the same amount of money. One's gonna come back with absolutely $0 left. Another is probably gonna come back with, I don't know, a few bucks in their pocket. I'm always told whenever on Instagram you see Complex will post the line of sneakers and they're like, you only have $1,000 and like this, you know, this row is 500, this row is 250, this row is 100. You know, how would you spend it? I always get told I'm cheating because I will 100% pick a $100 shoe, pick maybe a $250 shoe or something like that, or maybe 2 $100 shoes and a $250 shoe, and I'll pocket the rest. I'll literally say in my story, hey, I'll pocket the rest. People say that that's cheating. That's just how I think in terms of money. I don't need to spend it all, but I've learned that over the years. So this is my message to people that want to dive into sneaker YouTube, because guess what? you getting into sneaker YouTube, it should not affect how you are spending your money. Because to me, if you feel like you're going broke because you are on sneaker YouTube, do you know what that means? You're spending money you never really had in your income, in your budget, in your household to spend on these sneakers in the first place. Because whatever pickups you're doing, I don't think it should deviate from how you would spend if you weren't in front of people. If you weren't on this platform, your spending habits should not change. Because if they do, you're literally dropping cash to impress a bunch of, let's just be real, grown men you're never gonna see. They don't pay your bills, they don't sign your paycheck, they probably aren't really providing a whole lot of substance necessarily to your life. So that's nothing against the people that support us, but just understand you have to keep things in perspective. If you feel you're going broke for sneaker YouTube, you are really going about this the wrong way. At no point should you be spending way more, like X amount of dollars, than you ever would. To me, that means you're moving different just to get attention. You're moving different for approval. That's just not me. I'm not about to move different to try to impress anyone. And maybe that's just the only child in me where I never felt the need to get external validation from other people. I got enough of it at home. I got enough understanding how to be self-aware and to cope within myself, of to be cool with, you don't like it, you don't like what I have, the way I move, how often I buy, that, you know, hey, if on my sneaker channel I don't buy enough hype releases, I don't do enough pickups for you, there are so many other avenues you can go in terms of channels to sub to. Trust me, I do not take it personally, because I'm never going to step outside myself, you know, doing something creative, you know, in a creative manner. And I think everybody needs to just kind of take that approach. So I feel bad for those that think that, hey, I have to go out and drop $800 a month just to impress subs, just to get them to want to watch my videos. Granted, if you were going to spend that $800 on those pickups anyway, they were pickups you were really loving and wanting, then fine. I think you should definitely go and buy those pickups. But if they weren't, and you're really just doing this to try to gain the admiration of strangers, that's the wrong move, fam. That's all I'm going to say. That's the wrong move. You can be young and you can be old. I don't care. It's not an age thing, because maturity has nothing to do necessarily with age. I wish the hell it did, but it doesn't. You just have to have that, you know, that self-awareness to go, am I really dropping cash for strangers to like me? Because if that's the case, that's a bigger insecurity that kind of needs to be addressed. That's just how I feel. You guys can let me know how you feel about this in the comment section. If you, you know, if you really do, like, do you believe that if you want to get into sneaker YouTube, you have to go outside of what you normally would spend maybe to be able to really grow on this platform? Because to me, that's just not the way that I want to do it. Because you get into the situation where if something in life starts to come up where it is definitely a bigger priority, an emergency, oh, now you're fearful you're going to lose those subs because you're not buying 2 to 3 sneakers a week to be able to show them. Like, that's not how you want to set yourself up. I think that's setting yourself up for failure long term, and it's just not the way I would personally go, and it's not the way I would advise any other young person to go if they are trying to get into sneaker YouTube. Those are just my opinions, since this is Talks with TJ, so I'm just talking with you on that subject. Let me know in the comment section below what you think about this. Thank you so much for rocking with this video. As always, peace out.